Hello, I'm Luke Voulgarakis from LV Life and welcome to your quick tarot for the week commencing 8th of July. Let's look at 3 cards for your general energies, and then you can find your timestamp in the description of this video for each of the signs. So you can look at your sun, moon and rising just to get a full picture of what's happening this week for you. Alright, so general energies, the Tower card reversed, the 7 of Pentacles reversed, whoops, and the Ace of Wands upright. Let's have a look at these together. So for our general energies, when you look here at the Tower card, I'll turn them upright just for ease. We know that the Tower card is about everything coming crashing down and it clearing the path for something new, something better. Sorry, my dog's tip-tapping across the floor, if you can hear her. And then, so when the path is cleared for something new, it means that the universe really has a greater plan than us, a greater idea than we have. So everything that we think that we want, that we're building up, often the universe has something better in line for us. So the Tower card coming crashing down is not a bad thing. It might feel like the end of the world. It might feel like doom and gloom. But it's not, because as I say, it's clearing the path for something new. In this reverse position, I feel like maybe there's some turmoil with you, or like inner turmoil around who am I? What do I want? The things that I thought that I wanted, I don't necessarily want. Perhaps just feeling a bit out of sorts, a bit out of alignment. So perhaps that's what that's representing for you at the moment. And then also we've got then the 7 of Pentacles. So in the 7 of Pentacles, we see that this person is really looking closely at all of these pentacles starting to bloom here. And so that is a case of, what's that phrase? The fruits of your labour. You know, admiring the fruits of your labour. Like perhaps some of the work that you've been putting in for yourself, you haven't really been recognising. So perhaps it's time to really actually look at how far you have come, the things that you have done, the stuff that you do feel good about. So while the Tower can feel a bit doom and gloom, you're being asked to actually focus on what is working, what is going right, where are the opportunities, and just really start feeling a little more perhaps grateful for the things that you do have, rather than focusing your energy on the things that you don't have or that you're not vibing with. So I feel like you've got an opportunity to turn pessimism into optimism. And then we had coming out upright the Ace of Wands. The universe like delivering you something. You see this hand coming out of the clouds. Wands are like manifestation or creation. So I feel like you need to kind of let go of what's going wrong, focus on what's going right, and then the universe is going to just deliver the kind of the opportunity or the thing that is even better, that's even greater than the first tower, right? The first tower's gone, it's something that's even better. So I really feel like, it's kind of time to let go of one thing, focus on what's good, and then wait for the universe to reveal the better thing. So yeah, that's quite interesting. I know that resonates for me. Now let's pop those to the side and then do a card for each of the signs, remembering again to watch your sun, moon and rising for the full picture. So we start with Taurus. We've got the 4 of Swords. This came out in reverse. And now you can see here this person resting between battles. The 3 swords here are hung up, and then there's the other sword here at the bottom. So it's very much this restful energy, but in this reverse position, I don't know if you've been driving yourself a little bit insane lately, maybe hyper-focusing on situations or circumstances, hyper-focusing on that tower circumstance. Maybe it's just time for you to retreat and rest a bit and to build your strength for the next battle, because we'll always face stuff, and you might even be aware of a battle coming up. This isn't a secret battle, that's not hidden. So you might be aware that some stuff's coming up that's going to challenge you. And so you're being asked just to take a breath and a pause and some reflection time between these challenges. So that was Taurus. Let's try Virgo. Right, Virgo, Three of Cups, very celebratory. I feel like here, this is like people coming together, good relationships, but it's this celebratory energy. It's like actually maybe you're kind of reconnecting with people, or you've got like a good bit of teamwork going on at work or something, or you know, things are just good with people. So I just feel like there's this kind of celebratory, everyone being on the same page kind of energy for you this week. Okay, Capricorn. The Six of Swords. Have you got to turn your back on something? And just thinking particularly about this Tower card that came out again. Maybe you do need to cut and run. Maybe you do need to just kind of turn away from something and sail away effectively. And it doesn't have to feel good, right? Sometimes we can make good decisions, but they don't feel good. They can feel sorrowful. They can feel like we were forced into a decision or a position. But those things are okay because, again, the other side of this tower is a clear path, the opportunity to build a new tower. So I do feel like you're being asked to kind of sail away from a situation this week. Sagittarius. The Six of Cups came out in reverse. The Six of Cups is about curiosity, exploration of things without judgment. This came out in reverse, and I think you're just being asked not to judge yourself. Don't judge what's going on inside your head, what that negative committee keeps telling you. Maybe it's time to just start exploring yourself from a curiosity perspective, just really connecting with why you are the way that you are, and why that could be a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing, right? So a bit of curiosity for you. Leo, we got the Judgment card that also came out in reverse. Being exposed and vulnerable, perhaps being put in a situation that leaves you feeling exposed or vulnerable, but also that situation being an opportunity to turn the tides, being an opportunity to change things. I feel like it's, when you see this winged character, some people may say an angel, I just like to think that this is something a bit more divine, there's something more beyond you, you know, something that perhaps has been on your timeline a little while, but I feel like there's a moment here of vulnerability or exposure that you really need to lean into because it's going to change everything. Aries. We've got the Ten of Wands, also came out in reverse. It's like the last hurdle. In fact, almost there. 10 represents completion. And again, reverse, so more what's going on with you inside. Have you been struggling to like figure something out, to feel comfortable with something, to feel okay with something, to feel good about something? You're right there. So you just, it's like the last hurdle is literally the finish line is in sight for you. So I think that you're going to maybe feel a turnaround or a shift perhaps in your energy of in finally achieving something that you've been aiming to achieve. Gemini, we have got the High Priestess card, leaning into this kind of feminine, darker energy. Meaning, like, you can see the two pillars, the darkness and the light. It's too easy in this world to be really falsely optimistic, and it's too easy in this world to sit in the pessimism all the time. And the beauty is the balance between the two. We need the darkness and the light to hold us up. And so, but the priestess is the more feminine aspect, and she's got this moon symbol here, which leans more into the darkness. So I don't know if you've just been a little bit overly positive and optimistic lately, and perhaps there needs to be like a little healthy dose of not reality, but like a healthy dose of darkness, like a sense of, okay, well, I can't suppress the darkness, so I need to deal with it. So how do I feel? What is my intuition saying? What what have I learned from past lessons? How can I tap into some of that stuff rather than just avoiding it with a fake smile, Aquarius. Be a bit more real, sorry, back on that Gemini one. Be a bit more real. Aquarius. 3 of Pentacles. You need to take a stand, to step up, to take action, and to ask people for help, right? It's really important to ask for help. You've got to ask for what you want. You've got to take the lead. You've got to be authoritarian about it this week, Aquarius, okay? So really step up into your power and kind of almost demand people what you want and deserve, because you need them to help you get out of wherever you're in, the darkness that you're in. Libra. Justice card, reversed. Justice is really about the external things in the world that you are out of your control. But in the reverse position, it's also internal. So I feel like if you're waiting for a resolution or a solution to feel good about something, to feel okay about yourself, to feel justified over something that's happened, then you might just keep waiting and waiting and waiting. So you have to be your own justification, your own justice. You know, you can move on and feel good while justice is happening. You might not even know the justice. You know the phrase, what goes around comes around. You might not even see what comes around in that situation for the other party. You have to be okay with that, and you have to move on. You can't just sit around waiting for a result to make you feel better about yourself. Right, Cancerians. Page of Pentacles. A new opportunity. Stepping into something more physically in the world, whether that's like a job or something, or like money, or something that's more materialistic. Like having this new opportunity to step into something and to do something that's really going to excite you and uplift you and make you feel really good. So I feel like maybe... yeah, just like literally grabbing the bull by its horns and taking this opportunity, right? But I feel like it's a brand new thing. Something you haven't done before, explored before. It's quite nice. Scorpio, we've got the 10 of Cups in reverse. It's like a happy families, very joyous card. In this reverse position, I think you're just starting to understand inner joy. Like, I think maybe you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, like that rainbow appear, when you're just starting to feel the joy creep in and really matter and make sense, like why you've been through all this stuff, and now you're starting to feel the joyous side of that, the kind of the result, what you couldn't imagine when your tower was falling, but what you know, you kind of see on the other side of this tower and you realize it was all worth it. Pisces. This doesn't look lovely. Right, Pisces is like been stabbed in the heart 3 times, the 3 of Swords here. But, you know, never fret this card. It's nothing to be worried about. It's just about matters of the heart, something feeling really deep. But when you process through that deepness, when these things happen, like that tower, when it falls, you then start to see the beauty come in on the other side, and part of that beauty can be recognizing who is real, what is real, and you know what was fake and what needs to go. So I just feel like there's this real kind of maybe a heavy-hearted moment this week, but that ultimately will lead to something really wonderful. So there we are. That's our 12 signs. I hope that you resonated with your reading, and always worth going back and watching the last reading from the previous week. Actually, I didn't do last week, sorry, because I put out the monthly ones, so go and watch your monthlies, but then always worth going back and looking retrospectively to see if any of that stuff came into fruition. Have a lovely week ahead. If you'd like a private reading, you can visit me at lukevoulgarakis.com and send me a message via there. I'll pop that information in the description. And please like, follow, subscribe, share, all the things we do on social media to help our platforms grow. It's free to do. I super appreciate it. And I have the Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal links if you want to give me a donation because you fancy it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.